Okay, so these are the costumes that the students have come up with to start with. We came up with just putting some colours and types of fabrics together and then gave the students a free rein of what their conception, their perception of a villager would be. We've got quite a few different styles where we've gone, you know, literally sack of potatoes using the sack. We've also got a student that she does like construction in how she makes clothes, so she wanted to use that corset idea but maybe not finish it off and use the fabrics that she feels would be more relevant to the villagers. Again, we've got this open neck finishes which do just show a raw edge. Obviously we've done pinking shears and a line of stitching to show we have thought about the edges, but the kind of look that would come across for a poorer villager. Again, completely different here, this sort of rag look effect, and again it can all be mixed and matched, you know, if we sort of find that villagers are trying to sort of get scraps of fabric that they think will be around that they can get their hands on to make costumes out of. Moving on round to the courtiers, again with the colours a little bit brighter, so then a little bit more construction, so it's like a step up from the villagers, just a little bit of a trim on here. Also the finishing round the neck, maybe sort of belts, things that you wouldn't see on the villagers which are slightly poorer. If we come round to the handmaidens, now here we're looking about draping the fabric, using richer fabrics. First of all you can see the colour, so again the colour is much brighter than what we've seen from the courtiers or the villagers. Using draping methods, again once these are our initial ideas, with like a clean cut finished necklines which may have a bit more detail and adornment on, using the velvets. We'd like to use chiffon for sleeves, so we've got sort of lots of draping right to the floor. Again, it'll be a shape that as they sort of walk, that we've got this flow of fabric that looks, you know, grander than what a courtier and a villager will have, but then nothing that's going to outdo the queen. They still know their place as handmaidens. We've got this one here. We've got the cooler colours. We've got the creams. We've got this quite a rich the jacquard fabric, which has got the pattern on, which, you know, I think will probably fit the bill for the queen a little bit better than the one here. Moving round to the cape. Now with the cape, we've got two things to think about here. We've got the actual cape. We've got loads and loads of fabric that's going to go right to the floor. The cape can be sort of taken out, cover a whole 6 foot plus man. So it's not only the shape and the amount of fabric that we need, it's then how we're going to adorn it. So two students here have worked on this, where one's looking for the shape, getting the amount of fabric they need, something that covers the whole body right to the floor. We are thinking of hoods as well, and sleeves, even though it is a cape. A student here has put lots of sort of rich colours together, and she's done a drawing here of just typical sort of Aztec shapes that she would see that she'd like to adorn it with. And then here she's just started putting together this almost like patchwork, where she's choosing richer colours, different parts of fabrics which she's sewing together, then adding shapes, and she wants to go on and embellish this and add more and more, so it builds up to just a large expanse of fabric that just does look really rich and adorned and embellished, that then hopefully we can then cut the cape out of. Finally, we've got soldier here. Now the soldier, we're looking for that uniform. It's going to be the 4 men, the shape's all the same, so a very clean cut tunic. We're looking to put some kind of padding and structure for the shoulder, and we also just want a simple design down the front. Again, that sort of Aztec-y sort of Egyptian design, so this shark's tooth is quite a good idea to put on the front. Again, where we've got seams, we can see just by putting cording in, so we've got that straight line, that uniform look, and so that's where we want to go with the soldiers.
Okay, so 3 weeks on and the costumes are complete. Something like 30 odd costumes later, how's it all been?
Well, nearly 30 odd costumes. We've got a few buttonholes and odd bits, just the finishing touches to put on the costumes. I would say it's been a steep learning curve, particularly with the students, the age of the students. They want to do as much as they can. They want to take on the lead costumes. They want to make them really decorative, very elaborate, but time management is something they've had to learn. So even when we prompt them to say, that's not going to be done. Let's reassess, let's change, let's see how we can do things. The students are like, no, we want to do this, we want to do this. So today's been quite manic. Yesterday was quite manic. And so was Thursday. So they've been working hard over the weekend, and I can safely say that David will be walking away with 31 costumes.
Which ones proved to be the biggest challenge?
I think the one I've got here, which is Leo's cape.
We don't want to show too much because I want to try and keep it a nice secret, I think.
I'll turn it inside out so you can just see the lining.
Okay.
It was the whole outside of the fabric. It's very embellished, very ornate, rich colours and fabrics. The student has made the whole of the fabric on the outside. She did at one stage say, can we make a short cape? Because it just went on and on and on. I was like, no, keep it long, keep it long. As we then did cut the shape to make it circular, we managed to get a few bits to then put a little hood on it. Was I allowed to say that? It's got a hood.
Yes, I think that's okay.
I won't reveal any more.
And so onwards to February, when we can get to see all of these on stage.
Yeah, I think the next thing for me and the students is that we'd love to see the actual costumes on the actors in the performance. That really is going to be the icing on the cake for us, and I think that's when we're really going to see that all this hard work has paid off. We will really be able to see, you know, what we have learnt from it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that, the show.
And hopefully we haven't put you off and we can get you back for Alchemy.
At the moment, I'd like to say yes, and I'm sure I will, because by then I'll be like, yeah, I want to do it all over again. But right now, I'm looking forward to having just the next week or so at college before Christmas without having to meet this deadline.
Well, just thank you very much for all of your hard work, and hope to see you back in this function again very soon, although not too soon.